Welcome back, students. This is module number 3. We were dealing with the poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, written by Adrian Rich. In this module, we'll look at the important poetic devices. Let us move on. The first poetic device is alliteration. Alliteration is the occurrence of same letter at the beginning of adjacent words in the same line. You can see the examples like fingers fluttering, prancing proud, chivalric certainty from the poem. In the first example, you can see the consonant F getting repeated in the adjacent words. Similarly, you can see the consonant P repeating in the second. Let us look at the second poetic device, which is metaphor. This poetic device is an indirect comparison between two dissimilar things and asserts that two things are similar or same. So, the example that you can see in the poem is ringed with ordeals. So, even death would not free Aunt Jennifer, as the wedding band, a symbol of oppression, would yet be on her finger. Moving on to the next one, which is visual imagery. So, imagery is the visually descriptive figurative language. You can see the image like bright topaz, which is showing the bright yellow color, and world of green. You can imagine the greenery of forest. Let us look at the next poetic device. Fourth one, which is irony. So, irony is a literary device in which there is a contrast between expectation and reality. In this poem, it is ironical that Aunt Jennifer's creations, that is, the tigers, will continue to pace and prance freely, while Aunt herself will remain terrified even after death, and she is ringed by the ordeals she was controlled by in her married life. The next important poetic device that you can see is symbolism, and you can see various symbols. So, symbolism is a literary device that uses symbols. It can be words, people, location, things, or any abstract idea which is used to represent something beyond the literal meaning. So, symbols have got a different meaning from the literal meaning. The first symbol that you can see in this poem is wedding band. Wedding band has been used as a symbol of oppression in an unhappy marriage. Its weight refers to the burden of gender expectations. Ringed meaning encircled or trapped, which is making her lose her individuality and freedom. Let us look at the next symbol. Aunt Jennifer herself is a symbol, and she is a typical victim of male oppression in an unhappy marriage, who suffers loss of individuality, dignity, and personal freedom silently. She becomes dependent, fearful, and frail. Moving on to the next symbol, which are tigers. Tigers symbolize untamed free spirit. Here, they stand in contrast to their creator's personality. The use of colors implies that Aunt Jennifer's tigers and their land are more vital and enjoy a sense of freedom far greater than hers. They pace and prance freely, proudly, and they are fearless and confident. So, tigers symbolize freedom and confidence. They live in a fearless world. Moving on, you can also see the symbol of bright topaz, which connotes or which signifies the sun and fierce energy. Green reminds us of spring and vitality. Also, the embroidery is one of the symbols which is representing creative expression. The artwork expresses the aunt's suppressed desires and becomes her escape from the oppressive reality of her life. And the last one, which is Aunt herself, and here, as opposed to Aunt Jennifer, only the term aunt is mentioned. It shows that she has lost her identity completely, thus lost even her name. Thus, we have gone through all the important poetic devices. Now, have a quick look at the major themes. Also, you can see that the rhyme scheme of the poem is A, B, B, and C, C. Now, look at the themes of the poem. The poem is a feminist poem and revolves around the theme of male chauvinism and gender conflicts. It also highlights the theme of victimization of the women by their male counterparts. Aunt Jennifer is victimized and suffers the oppression of her male counterpart even though he is absent. Now we have discussed the poetic devices and the themes. We'll discuss the important questions and answers in the next module. Thank you all.